Last summer, I explored Great Britain and Ireland on a 31-day road trip. From the rolling hills of Scotland to the rugged coastlines of Ireland. This journey is a tapestry of culture, history, and breathtaking scenery. After exploring Great Britain, we crossed the Irish Sea to the second largest island of the British Isles. Welcome to Ireland. This fascinating island consists of two parts, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom. Ireland is known for its rich cultural heritage, characterized by traditional music, dance, and hospitality, as well as breathtaking natural beauty showcased in lush green landscapes and picturesque coastlines. In this video, I'll take you on a tour around the island. The first location we visit is Downhill Domain on the north coast. This large estate is part of the National Trust of Northern Ireland and features an immense mansion that was once the residence of the 4th Earl of Bristol. It was built in the 18th century and has unfortunately deteriorated into a ruin, with only the walls still standing. In its glory days, this mansion had 365 windows, one for each day of the year. The estate also houses the Mussenden Temple, which was built as a library in the same period. Situated on the cliff edge, it offers a panoramic view of the north coast and the Atlantic Ocean. The entire park is freely accessible to visitors, making it easy to take a beautiful walk. Over the years, Ireland has built a strong coastal defense, including military forts, bunkers, and lookout posts. One of these forts is Fort Dunry, constructed in the 19th century in response to the Anglo-French war threat. During the First World War, Dunry also played a role in protecting the Irish coast. The fort attracts many tourists today due to its history, which is explained in the museum, and the beautiful view. Near the fort is also the Dunry Lighthouse, dating back to 1876, with a classic design typical of lighthouses from that period. Also on the Hornhead Peninsula, several old military objects can be found. Hornhead is a promontory that extends into the Atlantic Ocean and offers impressive cliffs. In this area, many hiking trails can be found, where you can walk through the vast blooming heath fields during the summer period. The combination of the rugged cliffs and the blooming heath fields makes this place a beautiful spot to take a moment of rest. As I mentioned before, the Irish coast is known for its very rugged coastline with high cliffs and unique rock formations. Croaghy Head, too, has a particularly rocky coastline. A short walk will take you to this hidden gem, the Croaghy Head Sea Arch. Near this distinctive rock, you'll find the Signal Tower, a 19th century tower built during the Napoleonic Wars to signal the approach of ships. To explore the entire Atlantic coastline of Ireland, a tourist route was created in 2014, starting at the border crossing near Derry and ending in the south of Ireland. This route, with a length of about 2,500 kilometers, is one of the longest coastal routes in the world, taking you through very diverse landscapes and to beautiful sights. A location definitely worth a stop is the Asaranka waterfall near Ardra. The large waterfall is situated right next to the road, making it accessible to everyone and providing a beautiful spot to take a break. Port is a ghost village on the coast in County Donegal. The majority of the population departed immediately after the Irish famine in the mid-19th century. Along this breathtaking coastline, a tragedy unfolded on November 16, 1870. A merchant ship, en route from Canada to Scotland, sank off the coast. 19 people lost their lives, while 2 survived the disaster. At the most western point of County Donegal lies Mallinbeg. This coastal town is known for the Silver Strand, surrounded by high cliffs. It is a secluded and tranquil place to enjoy the nature and peace offered by the coast. On the difficult-to-reach promontory, remnants of an ancient fort have been discovered, named Dun Alt Promontory Fort. Unfortunately, no remains are visible anymore from this former defensive structure. Outside the beautiful nature and sights you encounter along the wild Atlantic Way, it's definitely advisable to occasionally deviate from the route. For example, you'll come across the Quilcack Boardwalk Trail. This long one-way hiking route takes you over a distance of 7.5 kilometers to the top of Quilcack at an elevation of approximately 665 meters. The most striking feature of this hiking trail is the wooden boardwalk path laid across the vulnerable heathlands and marshes. This path helps preserve the delicate ecosystem of the area, allowing hikers to explore the natural surroundings with minimal disruption. Due to the unique nature, the long boardwalk, and the view at the end, this hike is recommended for every walker. One of the most remarkable rock formations in Ireland is undoubtedly the Eagle's Rock. With its distinctive appearance, this is the largest rock column in Ireland, towering 330 meters above the ground. The various hiking trails around the rock provide a beautiful view of this natural phenomenon. Reaching the top of the rock itself is not feasible for most people. Eagle's Rock has been climbed by only 6 individuals to date, in 1971 and 2012. Classabon Castle is a Victorian castle located on the Mullimore Peninsula and dates back to the 19th century. It once served as a summer residence for the influential Gorbooth family, who held a prominent position in Irish politics. After a period of neglect, the castle has been restored and is now privately owned. While not open to the public, the castle's location with the Benbulben Mountain in the background is certainly worth a visit. In County Mayo, near the town of Ballycastle, you will find the impressive Downpatrick Head. The most striking feature of this location is Doonbreast, a sea stack that rises 63 meters above the Atlantic Ocean. The name Doonbreast means broken fort in Irish. This refers to the geographical feature. The sea stack was once connected to the mainland but has been separated by erosion and the force of the sea, which is also evident in the almost identical rock layers. Along the entire Irish coast, you can discover remnants of the Second World War, and the same holds true for Downpatrick Head. At the top of the cliffs, in the grass, you'll find the Era 64 sign. These signs are located along the entire coast of Ireland and were crucial for the navigation of airplanes during the war. In Ireland as well, you can find various mountainous areas. In one of these mountain ranges, you'll come across Dullo Valley with its namesake lake. This beautiful route, guiding you through the valleys of this region, is part of the Wild Atlantic Way. Also, in this valley, a tragedy unfolded during the Great Famine in Ireland. Hundreds of hungry and homeless individuals were compelled to embark on a long journey to receive food aid. Unfortunately, due to harsh weather conditions, many of them did not survive. In the west of Ireland, you will find Connemara National Park. This park was established and opened to the public in 1980, covering an area of approximately 2,000 hectares. The region boasts a highly diverse landscape, including mountains, marshes, forests, and lakes. The park is dominated by the 12 Bens, an impressive mountain range with beautiful peaks that provide an excellent spot for hikers and mountain climbers. One of Ireland's most iconic natural landmarks is the Cliffs of Moher on the west coast in County Clare. These cliffs, with heights of over 200 meters above sea level, stretch for about 8 kilometers along the Atlantic coast. The cliffs can be explored on well-established paths. Every spot you visit provides another breathtaking view of these impressive cliffs. In 1835, O'Brien's Tower was built on the top of the cliffs by a local landowner. The purpose of this tower was to offer visitors a panoramic view of these impressive cliffs. Later, it was also used as a telescope station for observing the surrounding sea. This breathtaking location attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors from around the world annually and should not be missed during a visit to Ireland. Beside the breathtaking Cliffs of Moher, Ireland also offers other coastal areas with high cliffs. The Kilkee Cliffs are located slightly further south in County Clare. Near these cliffs, there is also the island that towers high above the sea and serves as a nature reserve. To the west of the cliffs are the Bridges of Ross. Contrary to what the name suggests, the Bridges of Ross are not actual bridges but rather a natural arch formation shaped by centuries of erosion by wind and seawater. Both the cliffs and the bridge are easily accessible for those who wish to enjoy these beautiful locations. During a road trip through Ireland, the Ring of Kerry is a must-visit. This 179-kilometer-long route, partially part of the Wild Atlantic Way, provides a good overview of County Kerry in the southwest of Ireland. The route takes you along various attractions, such as ruins, ancient forts, and beautiful landscapes. However, don't limit yourself solely to the Ring. Make sure to take a side trip to explore the area within the Ring, including the highly recommended Gap of Dunloe. Near the town of Lismore in the south of Ireland, you will find the former estate Ballysagartmore Domain. On this estate, 2 remnants from the early 19th century can be found. An impressive bridge was built as an entrance to the house, which was large but simple. The original intention of the owner was to eventually build a grand and imposing country house. However, due to a lack of funds, this never materialized. A stroll through this estate is highly recommended, as the park is entirely open to the public. Another fascinating place with a rich history is the Rock of Cashel. This collection of medieval buildings is located in County Tipperary on an elevated limestone hill and consists of a castle, a cathedral, a chapel, and a tower. The history of this site dates back to the 4th century, but the current buildings mainly date from the 12th and 13th centuries. The original builders are not precisely known. The complex is associated with the kings of Munster. Not only is the west coast of Ireland very beautiful, but also on the east coast, you can find stunning areas such as the Wicklow Mountains south of Dublin and the Mourne Mountains between Dublin and Belfast. Near the border with Northern Ireland, in the town of Carlingford, the Long Woman's grave is located high in the hills of this region. Local legend has it that the gravestone is longer due to the great height of this woman. Not only is the grave remarkable to visit, but the route through the hills also offers a splendid view of the nearby Carlingford Loch. In the last part of the video, I'll take you to the Mourne Mountains. This mountain range is situated in the southeast of Northern Ireland, covering an area of about 24 kilometers. The highest peak and also the tallest mountain in Northern Ireland is standing at a height of 850 meters. This area is highly popular among hikers and climbers due to the numerous hiking trails of varying difficulty levels. Among the mountains, you'll also find the Silent Valley Reservoir. This large artificial lake provides water to the city of Belfast. Moreover, this mountain range has often served as the backdrop for various films and series, including Game of Thrones. With the visit to this beautiful mountainous environment, my road trip through Great Britain and Ireland comes to an end. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and see you soon.